Good morning, CG. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paige.
And this is your CGTV Broadcast for Friday, April 25th. This Friday and Saturday, the Fine Arts Festival will take place in the West Gym. The festival will display works of art from student art classes across the whole Center Grove district. Mr. Fry teaches ceramics in the art department.
So the art show that we put out, actually the initial reception of it is for all of the schools in Center Grove, all the elementaries, all the middle schools. They all bring stuff over, so we have a giant art celebration. For years it was held in the Hall of Excellence, and then several years ago we switched over to holding it in the West Gym to better accommodate space for everyone. It's a great celebration of the arts. It's also wonderful to see everything, all the different levels from elementary up through high school. And it's just a chance to have everything together, show the entirety of the year's worth of work of our students. I'm selecting some of the art that gets put up, but I think I would argue this year more than others, some of my students seem hesitant to want to have some of their stuff in the art show, which is silly because the stuff they're producing is really, really awesome, and I would love for my students to have even more confidence in what they produced. But I think it's great to see the people that come to the show that get to appreciate everything, including the students and family members and community members that really get to take in all the beauty that's being created here.
Be sure to check out the Fine Arts Festival on Friday from 5 to 9 and Saturday from 12 to 4.
Students at Center Grove have a number of different jobs, often working in areas like fast food, childcare, and retail. Some students, though, teach life skills like swimming. Callie Beaver has a story about a student who works at a local swim school.
Junior Brooke O'Brien works at Goldfish Swim School as a lifeguard and a swim instructor. O'Brien is not new to lifeguarding.
I started working at Goldfish because I was already a lifeguard for over a year. I've been babysitting kids for about 5 years already. I love working with kids and I love the environment they produce. It's always so much fun. It is a little bit difficult, but I do love working with them, which is why I applied to Goldfish. And
O'Brien says teaching children to swim is not only fun, but she knows the importance of her work and how it impacts her and her community.
Teaching students and then being a student myself definitely gives me a different kind of view on school itself and learning and having an open mind, and just having that consistent schedule of going to work keeps me doing my homework. My grades have actually gone up since I've started. And it just gives me that teacher kind of perspective on students and how to keep an open mind, and overall just has impacted my life greatly.
Thanks, Callie.
The girls' tennis season is in full swing, and Bailey Emerson and Emma Unversall bring us an update on how their season has been so far.
The girls' tennis team has officially started their season this month with 6 wins and 4 losses so far. The team has been practicing for several months.
We've been doing morning workouts since February, March, so we've been practicing for a while, but a lot of us hit outside of season. We do morning conditioning twice a week, which kind of just gets us ready for the season, and then in the time leading up to our matches, we just do practice matches, drilling, all that kind of stuff.
We've been doing a lot more doubles practices and getting ready and preparing our doubles team a lot better.
We have practice over spring break every day.
The team has been working hard to overcome obstacles to improve as a whole, along with working to beat their biggest competition.
The past few years, we've struggled making it out of sectionals. Last year on our lineup, we had a ton of seniors, so they're figuring out the best lineup.
Definitely challenges with the weather and the wind, getting used to the direction of the wind. It's just something new for all the girls.
The girls are determined to make it even farther in the state tournament this year.
Our goal is definitely to beat Franklin.
That's a big deal. We've lost to them the past few years.
With constant practice and growth as a team, the girls are feeling confident in their skills and abilities to face the rest of the season.
I think so far we've been doing really well. We've kind of just been adjusting and trying new lineups, so it's kind of just, I guess, a little difficult on everyone, but so far we've been performing really well, and I think it's going to continue going well.
All of the girls are doing so good and being so positive on the court, and we're all getting along really well.
We're definitely doing good so far. I feel like we'll do a lot better with practices and everything.
The girls' tennis team have their next match on Tuesday, April 29th at 5:30 p.m. at Park Tudor.
Thanks, ladies.
Miss Tori teaches all of our theater classes, including improv and sketch comedy. Casey Kuzel and Bella Masters bring us a story on this class's current projects, including a SNL-style sketch.
The improv and sketch comedy class is a new class here at Center Grove taught by the theater teacher, Miss Tori. This class incorporates two key styles of comedic performance, improv and sketch comedy.
I think the kids are really enjoying it. We started out learning like the basis of improv, and then now we're starting to get more into like SNL type sketches.
The second semester, the improv classes have been working on writing and performing sketch comedy.
We create sketches and scripts with group mates, or we've done some alone, and then we as a class will present them to each other. And then just this past couple months we did an entire class sketch and individual group sketches, which were filmed and scripted by the students.
Layla Muhammad plans to study theater education and says that she learned new techniques from theater class.
The biggest thing I learned is probably just that not every joke is going to land, and that's fine to just keep going, because not everyone's going to find the same things funny that you find funny, and you're just going to have to roll with it and keep going. Even if people don't laugh, you just got to keep going with it.
The class plans to share their sketches with friends and family on the night of theater.
So our first set that we did are all recorded, so that's going to be sent out to whoever they want to share it with. But the second set we're working on now, we're actually going to be doing a night of theater, May 22nd, and they're going to be performing their sketches, as well as my other classes will be performing as well.
Watch the announcements for more information on the night of theater. Back to the studio.
For more info on this class, talk to your counselor or Miss Tori, but remember, you can only make changes for next year's schedule until May 1st.
May starts next week, which means the school year is coming to a close. Charlie Bennington, Asa Sherman, and Maya Kraus ask students where they see themselves in 10 years for this week's episode of Trojan Talk.
Hey CG.
I'm Charlie Bennington.
And I'm Asa Sherman.
And today we're asking people where do they see themselves in 10 years. What's your name?
Hunter Pekovich.
Tristan. Ferdinand Grubing.
Cohen Miller.
Jacqueline Steinkamp.
Landon Knight.
Amelia Valentine.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Probably working somewhere close to home in some programming field.
See, probably like Spider-Man, something like that. Yeah, that's hard. Spider-Man.
Probably relaxing in an apartment, still probably doing classes or something like that, and some hair and art school.
Probably doing the same thing, just not in school.
What do you mean?
Probably not doing much.
Traveling the world.
I see myself rich and have moved to Japan.
In the Marine Corps.
That's cool. And how do you plan to get there?
I'm in JROTC right now, so I'm planning on continuing with that.
Thank you, CG. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Tune in next week for a new episode of Trojan Talk.
That's all we have for you today, CG. Follow us on Instagram at CG Trojaneer and at Trojaneer Sports for daily updates, or go to our website at trojaneer.com, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.